Welcome back to the world of Valheim. Rolling into it as incompetently as I can. Now, it turns out we are definitely playing almost as vanilla as it gets. It's vanilla with an extra side of nuts, unfortunately. Now hopefully that's not threatening. There's some goodies if you pause and look there and you want to see. But oh, Rollen don't get to use that at all. But Rollen does get to use some of the forward knowledge he has learned as he has lived off of mushroom and strawberry smoothies, tripping balls like a madman and pounding pork. Now that hasn't changed. It's just piggy. I'm gonna eat you. Oh man, you're gonna be good. And it turns, oh man, you are so good at turning grass into bacon. I don't even know what to say. It's just unbelievable. We really need the beehive. The bird. Where's the bird? I hear him. The bird's telling me I'm cold. I bet the bird's gonna tell me, Huggy, how you doing, Huggy? I have crafted a hoe. I made a hoe when we weren't here. Rollen was really bored. This tool, when used for good, it can do landscaping. It is a perfect complement to the hammer. Oh, you bet a whore is a compliment to a hammer. Hoe. A hoe is a compliment to a hammer. Use it to clear the ground and manipulate the terrain. You're manipulating something when you're dealing with a hoe. Manipulate the terrain. It's easier to create buildings on level ground. Huggy, that is good advice, bird. Can you warm me up? Because I'm like, I got frost coming off me. Is that right? I'm not just gassy, right? The fucking mushroom smoothies are doing something to me you wouldn't believe. Well, screw the bird. We're off. Because it turns out, if we're going to commit to the series, we're going to commit to the series. Unleashing the fog of war. Oh, yeah, no, we're going to change that horribly designed map release into something better. My buddy Elric, the extra nuts on the Sunday, will never be playing when Rollen's playing, if you get my drift. But Elric, he come in and helped me do a couple things. And he found a spot. And it turns out that Rollen don't want to live, in that shack that someone else just left there. Squatting isn't my idea of a good time. Now, hopefully, I'll live. Elric was much more prepared for this journey. Oh, no, it's right up here. So we were going around looking for nuts and berries and twigs and pork to pound and all the good things that you do in Valheim, which is basically collect so you can survive. Oh, damn, my mushroom's running out. That's okay. We'll re-up on a mushroom. We'll throw down a berry. Berry and shrooms, man. Just good. And then this location, which is almost impossible to see, we will, it's getting light out. Look at that. How ideal. Now, the world tree is holding this whole place together. We won't even talk about the ramifications of being living, not living, but existing and having to work in the afterlife. We're going to let that go. It's a rough day at the office, and Rollen G's other alternative lifestyle in the real world, and his partner within is like freaking out because every place that I would be qualified to go to really demands compliance to certain policies she knows I can't do. Turns out I'm not really gonna get to be a cook at a nursing home, but that's another time, another place. I'll be back soon when it gets light out. Oh, daylight breaks right around the 4:20 mark, which is somehow appropriate. Now, at the same time, Rollen is in the real world is starting a new relationship with a plate full of steaming taquitos, cantina style chips, and some hot ass salsa. His lunch in my neck of the woods. Valheim, I have discovered these stones, which are scattered all over. And there's probably some treasure under here too, but I'm not really going to beat the ground because I'm too busy pounding pork. But this is going to be where our first base goes. Not that shack that we took over like some squatting, Green Day fan. It's just not going to happen. And I think it's obvious how we can incorporate this all together. Today I'm building fortifications, not much unlike the Alamo, which, ironically enough, if it was all a fairy tale, is coming into its own again. Weird, the memes that are being created. Fantastic and exciting, but very easy to incorporate as we fortify our home against mushrooms. We're tripping. Sorry. Hot steaming taquitos aside, that was mushrooms, branches, and all kinds of stuff. Well, we like that branch. I'll pick up some wood. Oh, God, I just spend my day picking up wood. And you'd think that sounds horrible, but you need it to build stuff with. It's just like my hoe. Left to my own devices, the hoe and I can plant vegetables, cultivate the ground. Eventually, right now we can level it, build foundations, which we'll get to. I realized I was in the wrong place. Elric, he might be cultivating with that hoe already, not me. I just hooked up with the hoe. And to be honest, Huggies was saying, you know what I mean? If you, with hoe comes great responsibility. Flattening the land and preparing the foundation, good. Pimping her out to make side money in a dirty underground economy, not so much. It's weird how life lessons are getting in the way of lunch. That relationship I'm trying to build is really going south on me. Is if she's like, hey, you asked me out. And I was hot. I was hot and ready to go. Hot, ready to go, and my plan was to get in your mouth. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot like the hoe, and I use her wrong. But it's not. There's like, it's a symbiotic relationship. They're going to fuel me, and it's not really as sick and perverted as, someone might take all that shit. Okay, so rolling into Valheim is going to be a really good time. I don't think I'm going to get the 10 minutes because I'm going to go have lunch. And it turns out that Elric and we might move some stuff. And to be honest, like I said, we're not 100% vanilla. So we won't do any work until we can come back and share that with I used up all my energy because the mushrooms, man, you peak and then it's done. The peak and it's finished. Yes, baby. I know. Okay, I got to eat lunch. And there should be some reactions coming up. I was letting them do their thing. And I don't believe it'll be that impossible to mix the two. Separate all the reactions from the Valheim, from the fun, from the lunch. I don't know. I don't know if I ever can. But I think we'll have a good time doing it. There's possibly a joke or two to be made. And let's see, in this game, there's no thralls to be enslaved. So, we don't even have to deal with the Pal World controversy. I get a bow and arrow and stuff, but, we're not going to be enslaving creatures. We're just going to slaughter them and eat them. Wear their skins and use their bones to make tools. It's a much more humane take on it all. Till next time, rolling green right out of Valheim into your hearts. Later.